So we picked 10 games we're looking forward to this year at E3. We're not sure if these are all going to make it, but we know that a few of them will definitely be headlining. So our first pick is Pokemon Switch. Pokemon Switch is a game that has been announced by Nintendo officially. They've already said we're going to have a Nintendo game or a Pokemon game rather on the Switch. Beyond that, Nintendo actually just announced that they're expecting to sell another 200 million units this year of the Switch. So if they're expecting to do that, we know that they have some kind of huge project in the works right now. Pokemon is most likely the one. There's been other little bits of news on the sides. There was like a trademark recently filed for Pokemon. But beyond that, there's not really anything. We don't know what it's going to be called. We are not sure exactly where it's going to take place. Personally, I'm kind of hoping they do like a reboot for the franchise because Pokemon has kind of fallen into this pattern, much like, the Call of Duty games and all of these games where they release a game every year. It's a whole brand new roster of Pokemon or a remaster of an old game. And they've just like kind of stagnated in that. I really hope they kind of reboot the series, give us a brand new or maybe like a older region reimagined with newer Pokemon and old classics that we all know and love. If they really expect to sell so many copies of the Switch, so many units of the Switch this year, they're going to need to have something big like that. Something that's going to call upon people's already desire to have, Pikachu and Bulbasaur and Charizard. All these Pokemon that we already know and love. That's why Pokemon Go did so well.
Yeah.
Because it really banked in on everyone that already knows about these Pokemon. If they give us a whole roster of new Pokemon, I don't think it'll have nearly as much success.
I don't think I would have been so into Pokemon Go if it was like all these new Pokemon I didn't really recognize.
We're not really sure if we're going to see this game this year at E3, but we really have high hopes. I know that Pokemon is on everyone's mind. Everyone who has a Switch is definitely waiting for this game. So our second pick is one that we've already seen. It might not be at E3 because there's actually a trailer out for it now, but it's Spyro Rekindled.
So on April 5th, Activision officially announced Spyro Reignited, and it's going to be a trilogy, all the first 3 games together. They say that they want it to be more of like a, remaster, because they do want to keep the controls.
Right, similar to how, the Crash game, they kept the controls from the original game. They kept the layouts of all the maps. They just did like a complete overhaul of the game. Honestly, I've seen a lot of the screenshots and I like it, but there's one thing that someone pointed out, I think it was in a Reddit thread, that a lot of it seems to have really cool geometry, but there's not as many little details, and the mysticism isn't as much there. I think that's something that is different than the Crash games. The Crash games, it's more about jumping on boxes and being Crash Bandicoot. But with the Spyro games, really the magic of Spyro was that the world was this fantastic world with this pastel color palette. It was really beautiful and light and fairy-esque. It was really cool for that reason. So I really hope they master that with this remaster.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. The colors are kind of really bright and kind of in your face versus light and airy. So I can see that.
Yeah, I remember everyone in my family loves Spyro. My grandfather still remembers Spyro. Spyro the Dragon was one of my grandma's favorite video game. My grandma's favorite video game character. I mean, she was a grandmother. She didn't have that many favorite characters.
Yeah, I remember playing Spyro when I first got my first console. It was PlayStation 1. It was purple, and I played as a purple dragon, and it was really cool.
Everyone remembers that rascal little purple dragon.
It's probably one of the very first games I played.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the first games that I played. That as well as Crash and Ace Combat were some of the first games I ever played on the PS1. So moving on, our number 7 pick is Star Wars. Yeah, that's right. We're hoping for an announcement about a new Star Wars game. Don't get us wrong, we're not looking forward to another Battlefront. We do not want to see Battlefront 3 by EA announced. We don't want that. No, what we're hoping for actually is a open world Star Wars game, which has been talked about quite a bit for the past few years. There was an open world Star Wars game in the works. It was 14 something. There was a Star Wars game, an open world Star Wars game. It was in the works for a long time. and it got canned when EA took over making the Star Wars games.
Yeah.
But I know that the creative director at EA, or the director of the company, has recently changed, and they're definitely going to be trying to cash in on Star Wars. Or if not EA, Disney might just want Star Wars video games to be really popular right now. I mean, it would make sense. They have another movie coming out in the franchise in the next year. They're going to have the last Star Wars movie come out in the newest trilogy. It's the perfect time to cash in on the hype. Our next pick, number 6 on our list, is Super Smash Bros. That's right. Everyone and their mother is looking forward to this game. Everyone actually and their mother will probably be playing this game because Smash Bros. Was one of those kind of games where, it's a fighting game, but it's kind of casual in nature. Like Mario Kart, you can just kind of jump in and play with your family or friends wherever, whenever you are. The Switch being a, portable console, I'm expecting this to be a really huge game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is our 5th pick in the list.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's just start off by saying Red Dead Redemption was great, and the graphics for the time were great, and
holds up even now, yeah.
Yeah, it was a really fun open world game.
Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption was, I don't know if you guys know of Rockstar, of course you do. Everyone knows who Rockstar is. They're the people behind Grand Theft Auto 5, which just recently was announced to be the biggest media of all time, so that's a pretty huge credit under their name, which makes me kind of think that this, that's pretty crazy, right? Yeah. Which makes me think that this next game in the Red Dead Redemption series will have a lot of those same elements that Grand Theft Auto 5 did. You know how, like, they have the huge online community where it's like an open world and there's missions to do, and like you take part in this basically like Grand Theft Auto Society and GTA Online. Alright, so number 6 on the list is Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing. I played it on DS. But yeah, Animal Crossing was really fun. Like, it was like a relaxing, chill game. You got to like walk around, meet townspeople, like improve your house. Yeah, so I just played with my best friend on that a lot. It was really fun. Like, I was 13, so I was like stuck in the house, so that was my way to get out. Go on Animal Crossing.
Nobody wants to trade insects with me, no matter how many notes I leave them.
Why am I always the one cleaning the house and picking the peaches? Where's my big fat hammock time?
So tense.
Welcome to Animal Crossing, the life game that's happening every minute of every day, whether you're playing or not.
So do you want to swap fossils with me later, or?
Top 4.
Top 4. So number 4 on our top 4 is Starfield. Starfield, very similarly to Star Wars, we're not sure if this game's actually going to even come out this year or ever. Bethesda is developing a new game. We're not sure what the game is. A lot of people think that it's Starfield. Starfield is supposed to be a futuristic Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. I'm not sure. I've heard a lot of like conflicting reports. A lot of people will say, oh no, it's definitely in the Fallout universe. But then I'll hear people say, no, it's the Elder Scrolls, but in space. Like,
Right, yeah.
I'm not sure, but anyway, it's supposed to be a part of either one of those universes in the far-flung future. It's going to be a sci-fi game, apparently, which is really cool. They've never really delved deep into the spacey sci-fi genre. They've gotten, the post-apocalyptic and the fantasy genres with their other 2 big IPs, Skyrim and Fallout. Last year, Bethesda came out with a lot of really good games. Doom was like one of the games of the year. What else? Wolfenstein 2. That game was also pretty popular. It wasn't too raved about, but it did well in its own right. But Bethesda themselves have not come out with their own IP in a minute now, so we're all expecting to see something big. Number 3 on our list is Death Stranding, the new IP being developed by Kojima Productions, a studio that is actually brand spanking new. It's headed by Hideo Kojima of the Metal Gear Solid games, which are huge games that everyone has, a lot of respect for in the gaming industry.
Guillermo del Toro is supposed to be.
Guillermo del Toro is in the game. I've seen the
so
footage of Guillermo del Toro like rendered in the game. It's sick.
So that's crazy. That kind of makes me think.
Yeah,
that maybe
like
it's
that
gonna
makes
be like
us
some...
think it's gonna be a huge game. Norman Reedus from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He was gonna be in a Silent Hill game with Hideo, but they ended up making this game instead after that project was scrapped. So it's pretty amazing. Like, we're really looking forward to whatever this game turns out to be. Number 2 on our list is Bloodborne or Tenchu. From Software, the people who gave us Dark Souls and Bloodborne, they have released a teaser trailer of a game with a bloody shuriken in it, which, you know, that could be a new IP, that could be Bloodborne. A lot of people are really hoping for Bloodborne. We're not sure if that's what we're getting. I'm actually predicting, though, that they are going to give us not only a Bloodborne 2 like announcement of some sort, like they're gonna say yes, we will eventually do Bloodborne 2, but I'm predicting that, and there's gonna be like, you know, a bigger trailer for whatever that game.
Right, yeah, it might just be both.
Our number 1 game, this is the most anticipated game this year from E3. It's a game being developed by CD Projekt Red. It is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 has been like the talk of the town in gaming since earlier this year in January. There was a beep that came out of the official Twitter for the game.
But yeah, I mean, we haven't had really any news about when Cyberpunk is supposed to come out.
Yeah, we don't know when Cyberpunk is coming out.
Really, but I guess we got that cool poster, like that cool picture.
Right, there's like a few leaked images. There's the one teaser trailer, which was like a fully cinematic trailer. It was not like any gameplay whatsoever. We have them talking about it with the creator of the Cyberpunk universe. We have a lot of like, you know, kind of on the side stuff, but we haven't actually had any news about this game whatsoever. That hasn't stopped the hype at all, though.
Right, yeah, and from what we know, this game is supposed to be big. It looks really cool. It's robots and like neon lights.
Futuristic cyberpunk stuff. Everyone's gonna want to play this game. It's gonna be the next Witcher, especially since The Witcher did so amazing.
Is it supposed to be like an open world too?
It is gonna be an open world game as well. Yeah, we're really looking forward to this game. I'm really most excited about this game this year. There's no other game, I think, that has garnered as much, you know,
hype.
But yeah, we know that CD Projekt Red is probably going to make some kind of announcement this year at E3 because they've already garnered so much attention. So that's our list.
Wait, I'm not...
That's our list. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it to everyone who stuck around to the end. And for all of you that have, we actually have 2 bonus games for you. Our first bonus game is Metroid.
Okay, Metroid Prime 4. It was announced like last year. It was just like the Metroid Prime logo and a 4 on it. Like, and it was cool because like it's like space. You're in this like super cool OP robot suit, and then like at some point you find out that you're a chick. So that's like, for me that was like iconic.
And our last bonus game is a bonus game that is near and dear to our hearts. In fact, it's literally near and dear to my heart because I have it tattooed very close to my heart. A Palpu fruit, for those of you that don't know, and the game is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I also have that same tattoo.
Right, we actually have like a matching Palpu fruit. Don't
remember singing the theme songs. Like I had the theme songs on my
We're actually playing through the games right now. We're playing through every game in the Kingdom Hearts series, working up to this latest game. We might have to extend that out longer, though, depending upon how long they make us wait for this damn thing. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. We'll have more videos like this. Our goal is to eventually put out 3 a week. For the moment, we're just going to put out as many as we feel confident doing.
Right.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.